everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to TLB Snack Chats. Today we are going to be interviewing the lovely Sarah, who's one of the TLB dietitians and outreach coordinator, and she will tell us all about herself. But here we are. We're going to get to know her a little bit more, and I'm so excited. So let's not waste time. These people want to get to know you. Let's go.
They're dying to know me.
They're ready. Okay. Well, so let's jump in. Tell us who you are and what do you do at TLB?
Yeah, so I'm Sarah. I am one of the team lead dietitians, and I am also our lead outreach coordinator. So I see clients, I do all of our outreach and kind of marketing and all of that. I also run a support group in the practice. So it is an adult recovery support group that is on Mondays. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Sarah created these backgrounds. I think Sarah's like hidden skill is some serious Canva work. Sometimes I'm like, hey, can you design this? And I don't have a picture of what this is, but this is what my brain is. And she was like, yeah, here. And I'm like, were you a graphic designer in another life? I think you were. So, all these beautiful images, the little snack. I tried to reach into your screen, but I can't. The little snack chat logo and this, we have a lovely graphic designer that does that in our website, but any sort of handout material that you're going to get right there, that's from Sarah. Yeah. Love it.
It's very fun. I get to be creative. So
I love that. It hurts my brain. So I'm glad you love doing it. Tell our listeners what brought you to TLB. This is a really fun and raw story. So
it is. I know. I'm like,
don't look at me in the eye.
don't look at me.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
who wants to hear? She's ready to hear.
Oh, perfect. We got our snack chat kitty live in studio with us today.
She's ready.
All right. So, yes, after finishing school and my internship, it was hard to find a job. I'll be honest. It took a little while. I ended up working for a company that was doing like health coaching type stuff. So in my role, I wasn't even really a dietitian. I was a health coach. This role was this like company was very like weight loss oriented. Very early into that position, I was like, this is not it. This does not feel right. I hate these recommendations that I'm having to give people. This is not what I like to do. And so, yeah, I realized I wanted to get into like weight neutral, food neutral care. I didn't want to label foods or encourage weight loss or harmful behaviors or anything that I was essentially kind of doing in this other role. And so, yeah, I started working on my intuitive eating counselor certification. And then at the same time, I came across TLB, and the rest is history. I'm still here today. So, yes, it was an amazing like pivot, a very early pivot in my career, but a necessary and amazing pivot.
Sarah is one of the OGs of TLB. She's one of the longest employees. So definitely has planted some roots. A fun fact, and I won't disclose your address, but when I hired Sarah and she was like sending in employee information, I was like, you live right down the street from my mom. And so I think they were like 3 blocks away from each other. And I was like, this is meant to be. Mom, will you go say hi to Sarah? Don't be creepy. Right. So right from the start, I knew it was going to work out. And like, what a vulnerable thing to share of like, hey, I went into this role because I was desperate for a job. And that's sometimes the reality of the situation, and quickly realized this isn't right. Now, the tricky part about that is some people won't give other individuals the time of day because seeing that on a resume, right? But, talking with you and hearing about your philosophy and belief systems and how you believe in this and also practice it for yourself, I think, really brings true to like what this TLB culture is. So I appreciate that. So in that, what kind of clients outside of the outreach role, what kind of clients, if a client is working with you, do you typically work with?
Totally. So I have worked with all ages. I feel like my strong suit is with like young adults and adults. I really like working with just kind of like different chronic health conditions kind of across the spectrum. That could be just like altered labs. So, sometimes labs might get flagged. And so a person's doctor might be like, you need to see a dietitian. And so I love taking those clients on. Also, maybe those who do have like some sort of chronic condition that they are trying to navigate with food and movement and all of that. I do have my intuitive eating counselor certification. And so anyone who wants and would like to explore intuitive eating and like what that might look like for them in a very individualized way, I like working with those clients as well. Let's see. Oh, I also like taking on folks who maybe aren't fully bought into our philosophy, our weight and food neutral approach. I love sitting in that space with clients and just kind of talking through their beliefs and values and yeah, kind of what they want that to look like compared to what it does look like now. And then another population I have been working with is folks who have had their eating disorder for a really, really, really long time and what that looks like. And yeah, just, again, like sitting in that space with clients and kind of exploring like what does recovery look like and mean to them. And it's okay if that's different from other people. So
Yeah.
yeah.
One area that I think you forgot, and it's because you're like, this area is really important because your counseling skills are so strong. And so I feel like you can like sit with some really complex situations, but are working with providers that work directly with clients, maybe in the eating disorder space, or are therapists or doctors or something, and they're wanting to do their own work. And so a lot of clients that you work with are providers in the field. So yeah, I wanted to add
Yes.
that. I don't want you to forget that part.
I know. Thank you. I meant to say that. So yes, I do love working with other providers and yeah, I think it's a really vulnerable space to be seeing your own clients and also doing your own work. And yeah, I just want people to feel safe and comfortable doing their own work no matter what their job is and everything.
Yeah. How have you seen your work grow or change since joining the practice?
Mm-hmm. It has changed so much. I think for one, just feeling more confident in, my approach and my skills and like the conversations I'm able to have with clients and the topics we're able to cover and my knowledge around different topics and like how to read labs and how to interpret different things. And so, yeah, I think a big one really is just like confidence in my skills and feeling comfortable supporting clients with so many different backgrounds and lived experience. I think in addition to client work, I've really had an opportunity to like branch out into the community with the outreach work and taking that on and connecting with other providers kind of on a business to business standpoint and like how we can support their clients potentially and then how they can support our clients. We're always making sure that we have really solid resources because clients might come into the practice needing other providers on their team, of course. And so being able to have a really strong referral base is really important. And that's been a really cool aspect of the job too, is just making those connections and getting to know the community.
Yeah, you thrive in this role. I love having you be one of the faces of the TLB outreach. So that's amazing. And I do think like what you're talking about, the imposter syndrome and that confidence, it is something that is really real. And so what I think is important is that you as a provider have done your own work and get your own support. And so then that makes you come into the session and into your work as a stronger individual, which means then you can have more challenging and difficult conversations with clients. So clients can actually come in, be super vulnerable, potentially share things that they know that are against the philosophy. Like, I have a desire for weight loss, and like, let's talk about it. And just knowing that the space is super safe, right? Without judgment. So you are able to really handle a lot of those complex situations in the neutral perspective and staying within the supportive philosophy. So it's been cool to watch you grow.
Yes.
So shifting from, it kind of like piggybacks off of what you were sharing regarding the outreach, but maybe this isn't about outreach, but are there any projects or focus areas that you're currently exploring or are excited about?
Yes. So many different things going on in the team right now, which is so cool. Of course, our YouTube channel
I
and
was like,
seeing where
you don't say it, no pressure.
yeah, and just like finding ways to be more accessible to the community and providers and clients and parents of clients and all of that. I think this is going to be really cool, and it's fun and it's creative, and I get to talk with the team. I'm not local to Austin, and some of the other dietitians aren't local to Austin. And so it's cool to like talk one-on-one with the team and like get to know each other even better. So that is really fun. Yeah, I think just finding more ways to expand outreach and connect with other providers, and again, like find more resources for our clients, and then also hopefully be able to serve as resources to other folks in the community, other providers in the community, and all of that. And I'm excited to just also continue my work with my current clients. I've been seeing some folks for a long time. We're doing such amazing work. They're doing such amazing work. And it's just so fun and cool to see their growth over time. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff.
Clients are watching this video right now, like, that's me. You talked about
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. We're talking about you. Uh, Well, shifting as we start closing up this little interview, we'll shift into some personal stuff. Um, are are there any hobbies or creative outlets that you love?
Yeah. I sing in a band. Yeah, I make these backgrounds in my spare time. No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I like to sing. I do have some musical talent.
That's
So that
very
is really Thanks. So that is really fun. That's another like kind of creative outlet for me. And yeah, I love it. And I just, now that it's summer here, I just love being outside and yeah, hanging out with
She
friends
doesn't
and
live in Austin, FYI. Okay. So that's why people are like, she loves being outside. She doesn't live in Texas. So yeah, for us Texans in the summer, we're like going outside, we're sweating. Yeah. That's really where you live.
amazing right now.
Gosh. I hope
But
you enjoy
yeah,
those outside hangs.
I am. I really am, because don't worry, winter will be coming for me
Sure.
and you all will be thriving.
Yeah, we're over here frolicking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I see it. I see the shift. Okay, we're gonna close it out with a question, and I will not judge you. I won't,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
but I have to ask, are you a cat or dog person? Tell me.
A dog person through and through. I
Yeah.
listen, I love a good cat. I just don't own one. And I
That's
love my
okay.
dog.
Do you have a TLB sticker somewhere that is a
I
cat on stuff?
I got two of them on my water bottle that's not in the room with me.
I will not judge you. Okay. Good to know. She's not a cat person, everyone, but we still are okay with that. So,
Yes. Thank you for being so accepting of
yeah. Mhm.
anyone.
Yeah. We will accept non-cat lovers here. Yes. Well, cool. Sarah, thank you for sharing about yourself. To me, I love always chatting with you. And then to our viewers, we hope that getting to know Sarah a little bit more is meeting your needs. Because you're going to see her face a lot on this channel. So yeah, thanks for
Yay.
joining
Thank
us,
you so much.
and we'll see you next time.